Hello and welcome to another drawing session. I'm going to be doing just some work on the comic today, and among other things. But I was making close. Well, I'll just leave those in the background. Something I meant to close, but it's okay. I've been working on a few things for like updating my PNG tuber and oh wait, I just realized how's my volume? Let's see. Streamlabs music. What the? Why is that not playing? That's a surprise. 1 second. What? Did that do anything? That's a new one for me. I've never seen the music not work. Sorry, 1 second. Why are you being difficult? Weird. So maybe it's just maybe I didn't click play, honestly. It'd be so funny if I... It says play now, so... Okay, good. It was just that. Okay. I just sleepy. I sleepy goofhead. Oops, don't leave this selected. There we go. So mostly I want to work on the comic. If there's time, I'll work more on this, like drawings like this one, because I was gonna do where'd my pen go? Oh, it's right in front of me. I was gonna do some work on some character, like just some. I was talking about a loading screen, which would be cool, especially if I could eventually do like a looping animation for it. So, yeah, that would be nice. Let's see. Let's see if I forgot that. No, I think I got them. I got them all. I think there's only like one here. They haven't in the right place. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, there's some pages that aren't even started really, so I need to get to... Oh, and I have this too. I forgot. I don't want to forget about this. I've been working on a few emotes. See, I'll zoom in on them so you can see them. They're really tiny. But I... Eh? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's this? Okay, phew. I thought it was someone I knew texting me to let me know that the audio wasn't working. Which, speaking of which, I'm going to double check. Even though it says it's okay, I'm just going to... Wait, this is Twitch. Why am I going into Twitch? I want to go into YouTube. YouTube's... Okay. go into YouTube. There we go. Okay, good. But the audio for the music is non-existent. Oh, wait. I want to go into YouTube. There we go. Okay, good. But the audio for the music is non-existent. Oh, wait. Am I in a loop? What happened? Anyway. I'm going to turn this up a little bit more because it's... I couldn't even hear it. So hopefully it's audible now. Anyway, what I was saying was I'm working on some emotes for the channel. I think there might be a way to do it where I think there is a way to make it so they work in YouTube as well. But I think you have to join that certain specific thing so that you can get them. But like it's more than just subscribing. I think it's something else. I forget. Oops. Just leave that. Leave that. So let's just open up a page and start. Let's get to open up a page, and then I'm actually going to probably maybe do a few warm-ups too first, because my brain's a little tired at the moment for some reason. Let's see. What page should I do? I guess there's still this one to do. And then we can just start a new one for some quick character studies, just some quick poses. Hello, thanks for dropping in. Hope the audio's good. It looks okay on this side, and I checked it earlier and I could hear it, so I think it's good. One second, just trying to find a good pose. I guess these are good. Dorkable has really good poses for their reference images. So I like to use them for like warm-ups and practice and that kind of stuff, just for that reason alone. Maybe that was. Let's see if that helps. Because on Saturday, my draw session started to get a little bit delayed, and I'm wondering if it has to do with oh, that shouldn't matter. These snap to ruler, but I don't have a ruler, and so I don't know. I don't know what was causing it, but it's being better today for the moment anyway. So I'll just enjoy a good thing until it's gone again. Because it might happen again during this stream, but if it does, it'll be okay. Oops, that was beyond clumsy. I worked so hard on that. There. Do 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 do. The reference, they were using a bow, but I'm changing it to a sword. Because why not? Me. And I'm adding a few different things that weren't in the, like the long hair isn't in the reference. But I'm trying to... Oh, that was another thing I was going to work on today. Actually, while we're doing this, why don't I do that too? Which is some clothing. So here's a good one for clothing. It's some baggy pants. So... drink of water, my throat's getting scratchy. One sec. Okay. Do. Just rough out their shape first. Kind of make the body, the hips are going up like this on that side. The other shoe, the foot's back here. So I hope everyone's having a good day and just having this is a nice little practice before I get into the actual comic work. I just wanted to do a little bit of this and then I'll go in and work on that. Because I forgot I wanted to do a little bit of practice on fabric, because I feel I'm still learning a little bit about that, how to like do like minor little details in fabric and This is a fun outfit. It's like these like baggy pants that are kind of like MC Hammer pants. That's what it looks like. Except for the bow that they got going off like this. Oops. Okay, that's fine. I can finish that later. I just wanted to get some. So, like I was saying earlier, I've been working on the emotes, which are essentially just little icons that viewers like you can communicate with each other and with me in the chat. So I've been working on some of those for mainly for Twitch, but I think they work here too. I think there might be a way. I'll have to look into it. I'm pretty sure there's a way. But yeah, those have been fun. They got this little like new guy that I'm trying to play around with as the mascot, where he's this little dragon. So he's a little guy with just a big head, kind of like a little monitor lizard with like wings, essentially, where he's just like. Do, 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 do. Yeah, kind of like that. He's got like, oops. Do, 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 do. I'm gonna put the tail this way. Actually, it's harder to see it on the other side, so it's no fun giving my tail. Yes. Yeah. Quick doodle of him. Okay. So, hello. Yeah, I don't know. Probably. If depends on what we're talking, because like in whoops, in Elder Scrolls series, I'd say the Dungeon are my favorite. So, but that's because you're dealing with dragons whenever, and being fireproof is very nice. Plus, they look cool. I like the red eyes. So, whoops, where did that come from? Oh no. What layer is that on? Nope. Do. There we go. Whoops, it's on my line layer. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be there? I must have made it accidentally when I was closing it last time. Just I'll just clean it up quick. I can just redraw the lines where it is. It's easier than trying to work around it. Of course, they had to go right through his mustache. It's okay, I like drawing his mustache, so. Oops, wrong layer. I guess depending on the story too, it would depend. Like, it is kind of more fun just because I haven't seen it as much when elves are the villains, which is kind of what I'm doing with partially with this, because there is good factions of elves in this, but they're just because it's more political. But it doesn't even go into it in this specific comic. It's maybe in a later comic in this world I might explain it more, but because this is just a disaster movie mixed with a fantasy essentially, so you know, don't need to worry about too much lore except for like what's important to the story with the family. And since the father's an ex-soldier, you learn a lot about the war through him. So do 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 do. And also in Elder Scrolls, the Bosmer are pretty cool. I thought they were another fun race to play. And I only played a little bit of D&D, so I only know small amount about the elves in that, because I know there's a bunch in that too, but like because I played well, those are in elves really. The Asari are interesting because everyone always plays tieflings, and I get why. They look cool. It's kind of ours, but mostly fantasy. It's kind of like, I don't know if you've ever seen Hilda, but like it follows some of the rules of our world, but it's like a world where like the fairy realm invaded like 50 years ago, so it's like none of this stuff is new to them, and like only bits of it are new to the main character, the June. That's only because she's lived in isolation with her father, so up until this moment where she has to leave the protection of the village they're in. But yeah, because see, I tried to do 100% here, and my head just nearly just I kept getting headaches trying to like figure out how to fit like into this world, even if it was not like today, if it was like 10 years ago. It's just too much of a headache to try and like juggle the politics and everything along with like what if fantasy creatures were around. So when I
rewatched Hilda, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, why not just make it like this, where it's just accepted that these things are in the background. There's a couple other series, obviously, that do that, but that's just the one that comes to my mind right away. Because I'm rewatching it right now. I almost forget to put blue in these. And there is a antagonist who is an elf, actually. He's this not even a dark elf. He's like, it's unclear what he is, because he's like messed with around with his own genetics so much that he looks a certain way, but you don't even know if that's what he started off as. And he's much like the Joker or something. He's too egotistical to answer that question. He's just be like, I just had a couple things. He's lived so long. It's almost like just like choosing a new character in a game for him, where he's just like, I just decided to change what I was. I just every 100 years or so I get bored and just pop in a new profile. It's been 100 years as this elf race, and then another 100 as some kind of goblin race, and then an orc, that kind of stuff. But he's really mainly in the background because he's in another dimension. He's also in like a pocket dimension, kind of like what they are in the beginning. So he can't really like physically like interact with them. But he just kind of like your classic villain hiding in the shadows. He just sends obstacles in their way, mainly in the mother's way, because she's the one who finds out about him and starts messing up his plans, because he's endangering the creatures in a woodland area that she's been studying. She's not a. She doesn't like that. It's like, especially when she finds a baby T Rex, and then finds out he's been like playing around with it to try and make it like into a bigger monster. And she's like, oh, no, 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 you don't mess with dinosaurs. Should just make this a 3D object. That might have been smarter. Oh well. I guess this kitchen's simple enough. I don't need to worry too much. I can always go over it again with a 3D object. Because sometimes I've seen artists use Blender for the background elements. So maybe I'll try and figure that out to save more time. It's okay. The perspective was starting to look weird, but I can fix it still. Let's see. Yeah, lately I've been learning about all the different D&D races because I'm doing these random character drawings. Let me see if I can find them really quick. Yeah, here it is. I did these 3 different prompts, and so like this was a half orc character that like an and she's like I think she was no, she's a barbarian. So I wanted to go with something that was not as like used as much for, especially that I've seen in D&D characters, which is I wanted to give her a more like here I would imagine that someone in like Dark Souls would want, which is like a ranged weapon. But I'm liking her so far. I was gonna give her like a Celtic kind of weave on her shoulder guards, and she's got this like buckler on one hand that's got spikes on it, so she can just get people away who get too close in. These are a little bit wrong, but that's okay. And then I had the other ones I did, which were a kobold and a dwarf. So the kobold's a paladin, so that was really. It's funny because I don't really draw kobolds, but it was really fun trying to like. I mean, looking up reference for this and then like playing around with it and making this little character. And the dwarf was fun because I kind of pushed myself with like not. I mean, I gave him a beard like traditionally, like you do, but I wanted to make his hairstyle different, and I wanted to make him like doing something cool with magic. So he's like forming a rune in the air, and he's got a pet raven on his shoulder because I was talking about corvids when I was drawing him. So I was like, yeah, that's. Oh, these are just some warm ups. Let's go back to this. But yeah, those are fun though. Because I found this website where it's essentially just a character generator website where it helps you make your own character, and I just used that and just put it to randomize and then sketch whatever it told me to. So, oops, let's clean up this hair. There were a couple different inspirations for each of the characters. June, I'm trying to think. I think June was just kind of like a couple different like slice of life kind of like magic animes I was watching at the time, along with just I wanted to make it. She was originally younger in the first script, but I wanted to put her alone more in the story, so I made her a little bit older, so it was a little more believable that she'd be okay alone. Because I didn't want to put her in a Spirited Away situation where she's just always in so much danger. I mean, she is, but just different. Plus, it would be less likely for him to want to bring her along if she was that young, unless. Well, I mean, I guess not because of what the story involves with her. So I'll be cryptic with that so that I can't give away all the spoilers. Oops, let's get rid of that. It's the end of the counter. Or maybe it does this actually. Maybe it makes like an L. Yeah, I like that. We used to have that in my family's kitchen. So, yay! And this too. Give the steel songs the same, essentially the same kitchen. Well, two different things. That area could be the same. There we go. Just hoping that this pen behaves itself for the whole drawing session, because on Saturday it started to lag, and someone pointed out in my last stream that it might be dying, so hopefully that's, I mean, it might be at the very beginning of that, but I hope it lasts a little bit longer, because these are kind of pricey to switch out, and like $100 is kind of a pain. It's just oh, that's the nothing that's bugging me about him. His cheekbone is not showing here, and from this angle that should be showing. But he's kind of inspired a little bit by it from I think was it Nausicaa? There's like a guy called the Blade Master in that, so I kind of was inspired by him. And by I thought it'd be kind of cool if he was kind of like a Liam Neeson kind of character too. He's got kind of that Taken kind of thing going on with his personality a bit. But I'd say he's a better dad. Didn't like the line being too overwhelming there. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is this next panel, let's see. This one. Whoops. This one was something I did actually in a more recent, I think this was done last week. I need to clean it up a little bit more. Like the line work's a bit atrocious, but it's, I just need to clean up her and she looks a little too inconsistent with her other frames. This is the revelation that the mother is in an area where there's this really nasty like dimensional rift that's going to open up, and they realize she's in a lot of danger and doesn't know about it because it just got forecasted recently. So their quest begins. But I just thought that it would be more fun if the villain was just kind of untouchable, because if it's nature, then, or like even supernatural kind of nature, it's not something they can hit. It's just like it just becomes like a race to get there before everything goes horrible. Let's push her. I think maybe her chin's just too low. Yeah. I want to put her in this. Oops. I wanted to give them like a backlighting, so like maybe the hallway lights on, so more than anything else. Although there still would be this, so I guess there's also light over here. This is where I should even have it like kind of the curtain kind of wafting. So yeah, because the first thing that happens in the comic is there's a small fight with this forest golem. I'll show you a picture of it in 1 second. Let's see. I need to clean this page up too, but yeah, this thing just breaks through their wall, and first it comes in as little pieces that are like these little imp things, and then it kind of forms into this, and they have a small fight that is used to show how strong Richard is. And the biggest thing now is that I'm trying to do with writing the story is trying to find ways to separate the two of them, because it makes it more interesting when he's he could handle a lot of things for the two of them, but it's more fun making her figure it out. Especially since her specialty with magic is she's a bard, or she's trying to become one. Like, maybe that's what's bugging me. The hand's cut off because there's no thumb. Cleaning up some of this line work a little bit. It's probably gonna need it again because it's still a little bit off. I'll need to do some reference photos of putting on a jacket just to get it right. But only because I mean I know there's sites where I could get pictures, but sometimes you just don't get quite the level of realism as if you just look at do it yourself. It's kind of there. Put a little. Excuse me. Sorry. do, 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 do. Oops. Oh. Ah. I'm going to do this. Put her more in the center so it's easier to draw. 'Cause putting her on the edge makes doing line work kind of tricky. Yeah, the only thing I'm not quite sure on is how long I want this to go exactly. In that, I mean, I have like 30 pages already, and I have some ideas of places they could stop in this story to make interesting side stories, but I don't know if I want to do them or if I want to just make it shorter so it just gets to the end faster. But I guess it just depends. Oops. Oops. This is. I think that was originally part of his jacket. I just went straight down, but I want to make it more ruffled as he's putting it on. So, yeah. Yeah. Cool. Okay. That looks better. Oops. Yep. That's what I get for doing this. Okay. Let's take a break to do some other stuff, like maybe work on another D&D character. Just really quick, like do a quick random one. Oh wait, no, I was going to do that. Yeah, I'll do that instead. I'll work on that character. This was going to do a more updated version of this character that I've drawn before, but kind of stopped drawing lately. And he's an important part of this story too. He did have his own comic for a little while. So let's do this. This is going to be the more basic pose. Let's find a nice static pose. So, whoops. Okay. Static pose. Do do do. Of course, all my images are all like action poses, so they're not good for him. See, one sec. That's cool. I'll have to use that for reference too. I found one of someone wearing a poncho, which is what my main character, and not main character, that's what Grace wears, kind of. She wears like this camo that looks kind of like that. Looks like, I guess, like one of those pullover raincoats kind of thing. Just, come on, guys. I just want to draw a standing pose. No. I give up. I'm just going to use... Well, this is okay. I guess this is a kind of an alright angle, too. Because it's like... It's kind of simple, though. I was hoping to get like something with like... Oh, you know what would be good? Uh, I'll look up a conductor because, oops, I can't. Helps if you spell it right. Because for like caster, he's a sorcerer, so for caster types, looking up images of conductors is really good because they're moving their hands and all over the place for control over the different parts of the orchestra. So this be perfect. Yeah. Yeah, great. Let's see. Except he uses a well, a cane instead of a wand. Like, it's his main focus item. Do 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 do. They do like the Doctor Who kind of, not Doctor Who, Doctor Strange. Oops. How embarrassing. He's fun to draw too. Just 'cause he's got these. With him, it's his eyebrows that are the crazy part. And his hair's pretty fun to draw too. And this is Grace Steelsong's her brother, her younger brother, and he's a powerful mage that likes he's uses necromancy, but in a way where he doesn't do humans. He uses prehistoric creatures and even if he can dinosaurs, like this, if he finds good fossils. In fact, I just thought of this, but maybe since Ankylosaurus can be so well preserved since they're a living suit of armor, like maybe that's what his familiar is. Oops. I hate tangents. Why did I do that? Ah. Let's see if I can find another one for. Tricky part is for conductors they don't show the legs, so I guess it doesn't matter. It's just kind of like pretty basic. Like, one of his favorite things to revive though are these prehistoric these oh what era was this? I forget. I'll have to look it up. But giant centipedes. He's fascinated by like ancient like early. Oh man, I'll look it up later. It's specific era where they showed up. But and in this, I kind of have him wiping his hand, and it's causing this tear in reality where they're spilling out of. That look kind of cool. I'll be right back. Dink. Okay. Do, 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 do. Yeah, remember he's skinnier than Richard, so I gotta make sure that that his frame is really thin. Yeah. He does have a longer chin. So I shouldn't have fixed that. And he has high cheekbones. It's fun having those characters. In the original comic, he was involved in framed for this mishap, and so I don't even think I figured out what that was going to be, but he was sentenced to community service, and his was to be a teacher for for young mages, and he just hated it. So I kind of give him even less patient Snape kind of personality, where he's just like, I really don't want to be here. You know what? Based on the angle of everything, I should change these hands to be more like this. Like this should be the back of the hand. It's considering the direction he's swung his arm to make these creepies. Cool. Oops. I forgot I'm back. You should probably there. It was like, oops. It's like I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, I'm back. So probably should turn back on turn the stream back to where it was. It's weird. I'll just I don't like the finger out. That looks weird. It works okay when you're holding a tiny little wand, but because it doesn't weigh anything nearly as much as a walking stick would, because that definitely would have a little more heft and require you to hold it a bunch excuse me, a lot tighter. Still going to have a little bit of a actually, those wouldn't be like that at all. They'd be more like, because they're usually full of venom, so they'd be like that. Yeah. Oops, that's more like a David Tennant hairstyle. Is a little bit lower. There we go. Yeah, once I put those eyebrows in, it looks much more like him to me. Still something off, but that's okay. I'll figure it out later on. It's nothing serious. It's just, I think there's just a little bit off with the shape that I'm used to drawing for him. But that, I mean, this looks fine though. I think the shape is pretty good. So. I don't need to do everything. Let's go back. What else could I do? I forgot. Oh yeah, there's that. I could think of maybe a. The problem with that though is it takes a while, so I might do another one of these on Friday. So. Do. You know what? I'm gonna. It's almost been a while. Let's just finish up with these. Like I'll just finish up with him because I only have a little bit more anyway in me today. Actually, his nose is a little longer. That's a little too long. He's got a long nose, but it's not like something like that. There. I don't think he had that. I'm trying to think. He had something to do with the back of his head, but I forget what it was with his hair. Yeah, that's not right anyway. It's based on the high angle and the. Maybe it just goes like that. It goes down to that. I need to clean it up a little bit more still. Just like. I don't like this angle. It's hard to do that angle without a reference because that's like a. Essentially, I was trying to do like this. I should have drawn it out first. That was clumsy of me. I was trying to do like the cheeks here, the hint of the eyes here, kind of looking over. You know, the back of the. You can see a little bit of the underside of the chin. That's actually a little better. Yeah, when I didn't try to do a crazy expression or anything, I think it just came out a little better. Yeah, cool. It's a little off, but it's okay. It still looks good, I think. Considering I did that without reference, I think that's pretty good. Usually it's like maybe a little bit wider. Cool. That's a better. That's a lot better, actually. And then, of course, because it's fun, let's do him crazy. Or just maybe even like boastful, kind of looked his, not crazy, but just boastful. That's even better for him. Because his normal look is so resigned to his fate, but when he gets chances to flex his skills, he is proud of them. I mean, not just any sorcerer, let alone necromancer, could bring back something hundreds of millions of years old, but he can, because he found ways. So. What if he's got like a tie with little bugs on it? He just wears sometimes. That would be fun. How are we doing on time? Pretty good. I could start the next one, but I kind of want to just do one more and then call it, because his hair in that first one was kind of off, since it's more. It's less like it's going back and more like it's just. I didn't start it early enough. I'd say it's more like that. Like it sticks up in the front, and then as it goes back, it kind of. There. Do 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 do. Oops. Trying to shape his shoes a little bit more. I think I kind of undid them a little accidentally. It's okay. There. They are just black shoes, like dress shoes, so. Nice. Yeah, this already looks way better. Because for a while, my mascot for my other, the little dino from my other, the comic I'm working on, which is this, was the mascot of this for a little while, but he kind of moved over. Because he was just this little T-Rex that had little feathery wings. And he had feathers at the ends of his tail, kind of like my littler guy for my PNG tuber. I'm gonna give him a little more heft than I did my other one, because T-Rexes are known for being a little bit bigger. So I give him, make him a little more chub, because that way he can. Because kind of like elephants, they grow and they retain a lot. They have a lot of muscle. I mean, they did have an incredibly strong bite force. Whoops! I'm covering him. I'm so sorry. Whoops! I did the wrong thing. There he is. Ta-da! Little guy. I'm gonna give him big eyes, actually, to make him cuter. So, yeah. Just this big and this little guy that's just too innocent and doesn't know that he's gonna turn into a giant scary mountain like T-Rex. He's just like. He is fun to draw, though. Especially now that I'm kind of like giving myself permission to make him even more chicken-like. Let's just do a quick color, like just some flats, and then I'll call it. Whoops! What? Oh, right. I'm like, why is the line work going over this? Usually, I would just select these and I wouldn't. Actually, I can just do this. This will be faster. Slightly. because then you just take this. Yeah. That way there's, that's a good way to make sure that it doesn't leak out of the area you want it in. Because if I just go like this, I can always trim away at it, but, and I could, if I wanted to, I could make this whole, like the skin just a masking layer, and then I could put a texture over it easily if I wanted to, but not for this. Maybe maybe afterwards I'll make another layer that, or I'll trace over it again and make a quick mask, and then do that. But we're winding down, so I just want to, you know what, I'm just gonna do this. It's like the hands are small enough, I can just go like this. Excuse me. Eee, that was... I think his scheme was mostly reds and blacks, if I remember right. Oh, I know what I can do. Well, first off, let's put him into character sheets as Cole. And I'll show you what he looks like with his full outfit on. It's an older image I did, but I guess I did kind of change his hair, so I should fix that. Oh, it's green. I was wrong. Oh, that's why, because his coat's red. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that one was fun to draw. Like there's like this like slime that, or like this like ectoplasm that's forming the skin layer of and muscle of the T-Rex behind him that's being brought back to life, and he's also conjuring the centipede things from the ground with a spell. I think that came out really good, but it's good to know that I see what I did wrong here, kind of. I can fix it later, but I guess I can kind of put it in a little bit here, where he's got kind of like a little bit of something there first. So it's not quite this tight. I'll fix it later. But I'm glad I checked the color of his coat and everything, so I can get that right. In the comic, I would use that other, what I just showed, the fill technique, mainly because, like, and I'm sure you people who were here from the beginning saw it takes a long time to color in a comic. So yeah, I guess he's got like a tan, like under. And then the pants, this color. And I'm definitely going to fill this shape, don't worry, because I don't have that much free time. There. Oops. Okay. It still looks wrong because it's wrong because I made the vest too big. It should actually probably end before there, like up here. If it's this kind of vest. I'm not sure I like the brown though. Again, I'll fix it later. I don't. I'm not. It looked good in this one, but I think when you take it out of this drawing with like the really darks and everything, because it's really hard to see in this anyway. So maybe I'll just change it to being something different. Maybe I'll make it like this. What does this look like? No, that's this guy anyway. Just a little guide. There's a couple different colors for him, but that's just the... Excuse me, sorry. I think maybe, let's see if I can just... Can I just do that? No, I probably can't. Oh, wait, I can. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Let's try something different. Like... Maybe that? You can try like a dark navy. I mean, it looks better than the brown, I think. So... Cool. Okay. There we go. Problem solved. See, sometimes it's that's why, excuse me, it's just a major stutter there. That's why it's good to do them like that, where you just kind of make them into shapes like that. Well, that was just luck because it was I was surprised that worked. So let's see. Shoe up. There we go. Cool. And he's got black socks on. And these are flats, so oops. I forgot to do the eyebrows. There. Okay. But that's been a fun drawing session. Thanks everyone who stopped by. I got a little bit of work done on the comic. They showed off that. Well, that's not the page I worked on. Yeah, I cleaned up this a little bit more. I worked a little bit more on that page. Maybe I'll do a little bit more tonight before. Although I still have the emotes to work on tonight too. I wanted to get to work on these. So. I like that one. It's on his head. I like that. It's like a hat. Because that came from. Did I? Oh, I know what that's from. I'll show you. Let's see if it's in. Here it is. I did a draw along with a group of people, really talented artists. I wish I could see their names here, but. Thank goodness there's no swear. But I did this rough version of this my character, and there he is on my head. That's where I came up with the idea. I hadn't used this program in a while, so I kind of was rough with it, but also because I didn't realize until like the last 15 minutes. That you could zoom in and out and scroll and hello, thanks for welcome. Just working on some character designs and comic stuff. So I'm doing some of the side characters right now tonight because usually because I made a lot of progress on the main ones already. So, let's see, I think, although I was going to work a little bit on her too. So, let's see. Where's she? Because like, where's? Are you kidding me? I didn't save her in here. That was not smart. Where did I save you? Well, here's the father. Like here's one of the characters. He's a Richard Steelsong. Father's got military experience and he can conjure any kind of weapon he needs. So he's got all these different magical maces and swords and armor that he can just pop on. Let's see, I did have one for more recent. You know what? It's probably on one of the other boards here. In here? No. I was gonna look up the picture of the main character, but she's apparently hiding from me. Oh, here's the villain, so that's fun. I had fun drawing this guy, this evil dark elf. That's been living a long time and kind of is just lost his mind a bit and is just obsessed with messing with everyone. He's kind of like a Loki kind of character. I guess this is, well, here's, that's an old one though. Fun. What's, I don't know what that. Let's see. I'll just open the one of the two of them together. Where is it? Here's some expressions for her. I did a while ago. Came out pretty good. And then there's her sheet, which is just eluding me right now for some reason. I don't know why. It's I put it somewhere and I could not tell you where. Which is a shame because the whole point was for me to set up all these pages so that I wouldn't do this, and then I did. Because it's, oh, not there. Okay. Or here? No. No. Yeah, I don't know. But I think I do have a picture of her. Yeah. Here's one of her. I'll just use this one. This is an older one, but it's... She's this bard character that's on a quest with her father to save her mother from a supernatural calamity. So it's kind of like a disaster movie meets a fantasy with in a modern setting. So... yeah. I love that first face of the yeah, these, and that's a page from it that's page 5 from the comic. Here's something I did last week, which was really fun, where I just took did D&D prompts. So I'll probably be doing those on Friday, so this is a good wrap up because I am actually winding down right now. So I'll be working more on these characters and maybe make another one because it'd be kind of fun to have try and draw a group of 4. And yeah, I'll do that. So thanks for everyone for stopping by. I really appreciate even just the hello and or yo in chat. That's always appreciated. So hopefully I'll see you on Friday, and I hope the rest of your